This tutorial will help you get your resume set up. The first thing I want you to do is name your resume last name, resume. Press OK. And before we start, we need to go to File, Page Setup, and all of these margins here on the right need to be changed to 0.5. Once you are done, you can press OK. Then I'm going to have you change this to 30-point font and write your first name, middle initial, last name. And this can also be bolded. Okay? I'm going to press return and I'm going to go back to 11 font and I'm going to go to insert horizontal line. Below this I'm going to write my address. Things that you need to know about the address. The word address is bolded, the rest of your address is not. Any words like avenue, circle, east, first, west, whatever, those are all spelled out, and the word Iowa is also spelled out. I'm going to go down a line and write my phone number. When we do our phone number, we have parentheses around the area code, a space, the first three dash last four, and the last thing we need is our email address. Okay? When you're typing your email address in, there's two things that we need to know. First, it needs to be something professional like firstname.lastname@gmail. Any of these old email addresses you used to have like Gamer22 or Baller44, those are not professional and you cannot use those anymore when you are applying for a job. So if you don't have one, you don't need to for this assignment, but if you don't have one, when you start applying for jobs, you need to get a professional email address. We don't want the hyperlink in there, so I'm going to click on it once and go to remove. And then I need to insert another horizontal line. Okay? The things that you need for your resume are education, employment, technology skills, and activities. Make sure these are all spelled correctly. Okay? The first thing that we're going to do is talk about education. When we are using our resume, we only use the tab key because it will go exactly to the indent that we want. If you start using the space bar, it will get mixed up. So you always go most recent first. So you are going to put the school that you went to. Okay. I'm going to tab over a few and I'm going to put the town and then when I graduated. Okay. Below your college, I'm going to put the school I went to, the high school I went to, I'm sorry, and the day I graduated from high school. That should be 4 years before college. Okay. If you have like a master's degree, that would go even further up. Maybe 2018. Okay, so underneath any college, we need to say what we had. So maybe I have my master's in biology, and here I had a major in biology and a minor in, I don't know, anatomy. Okay, so this is what your education will look like. Okay, you won't have anything under high school. Now we're going to go down to employment. And the first thing that you need to know about employment is you never use the words I, we, me, anything that's talking about yourself. We already know that you're the person that's writing it because your name's at the top. And you need to start every single sentence with an action verb. If you go to your Google Classroom, you will find the action verb sheet, and it will look like this. So we will have, if you are doing any sort of planning, here's some action verbs you can use. Organizing, executing, okay? And every single sentence in your resume needs to start with one of these words on this action verb sheet. So what I would do first is decide where you've worked. Okay, maybe I worked at St. Anthony Hospital in Carroll, Iowa from 2018 to 2022. Okay. My next most recent job was at Methodist Hospital in Des Moines, Iowa. And I was there from 2022 to 2026. Okay? Before you start writing out your paragraphs of what you need to do, first I would like you just to write 10 sentences about what you did. So they could be things like, I worked with patients, I helped patients feel better, I talked to other doctors about diagnosis. Okay, I'm going to come up with 10 sentences, just plain sentences. And then when you're done with that, once you get your 10 sentences done, I want you to start making it into an actual paragraph like you would have in your resume. So I'm going to take away the I. First of all, I'm going to get it where I want it. And now I'm going to go look at this action verb sheet and try and find another word for worked. I worked with. So I might look, maybe it would be something about leading. I worked with patients, maybe like I guided patients. I guided patients to better health through nutrition plans or something like that. Okay? Okay, now I need to go to my next sentence. I'm not going to use the word I need another word for helped patients feel better. Okay? Helped. Let's see. Increased patient health. Increased patient health. Okay, I talked to other doctors about diagnoses. What about communicated with other doctors? Oops. Communicated with other doctors about diagnosis. Okay, so these are going to sound better when you use those action verbs. You need to do that for both employment sections. Okay, and then we're going to move on to technology skills. For technology, you are going to start your technology skills with proficient in, have a colon, and then you're going to start naming all the things that you are proficient in. So I might say Google Drive, Docs, spreadsheets, presentation, and presentation. Then I might say Microsoft Word, Excel, PowerPoint. Okay, I'm going to move this over so we're all on the same, we're all lined up. Okay, and I'm going to start thinking about email, internet research, okay, and any other things that you are proficient in. If you are like taking Mr. Lighting's classes, that might be CAD or those different types of programs. Okay. Under activities, you need to come up with some activities that you did while you were in high school or college. So I might say women's golf team, and I might put Iowa State University from 2010 to 2014. Okay, remember all these dates need to match up. I see that I don't have a lot of space here, so maybe I want all my dates to go over one so that it makes more sense. Okay, I might say something like I was team captain and second place all conference. I might say that I was in the biology club at University of Iowa from 2014 to 2018. This is what a lot of you will do, okay? Think about what I need to change here. This is more recent than my women's golf. So maybe I'm going to put vice president, okay? Oh, whoops. vice president. Okay, so I need to take this biology club and put it up a line, okay, because this is more recent. Okay, those are the things that you need to start out with. At the very last line of your page, and your resume is going to be a lot longer because you're actually going to have your a lot more employment and a lot more technology skills and activities, but the last line on your page needs to say references given upon request. Okay, when you are done with your resume, you need to make sure that it all stays on one page. This needs to take up the whole page, but it needs to stay on one page, and then you will print this and turn this in as your first draft.